Hello everybody, I hope this message finds you well. In order to save time, I went ahead and I have pulled the energy messages and the tarot messages. We're going to go ahead and get this reading started. If I need to clarify anything, I will. As most of you know, I'm an intuitive reader. I can get multiple messages at the end of this read. If none of it fits or pertains to anybody, like role reversal or anything in your wheelhouse, and you cannot fit it, don't force it to fit. There's other content. Today is just not your day. If you are looking for personal reads or want additional information or an extended read on this particular read, my information is in the description box. If it is an extended read on this read, please make sure that you indicate that. I'm very appreciative of all of you. I'm appreciative of any likes that you want to share with me. That was 111. Any likes that you want to give, and don't forget to hit the bell for future notifications. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. Okay, now when I was throwing the energy messages, several fell out, and as you know, I tend to read. I was only gonna pull two, but there were four, and they fell out with the second one, so I'm gonna believe that they're together. So let's start with, now these are multiple energies for a collective read, so some of these messages could pertain to you and some of them could pertain to another group. That's why I said I get multiple messages throughout, so it's best to start at the beginning of this video and go to the end to see if there is something there pertaining to you. So, depending upon how long this goes, you might want to, stick your earpods in and or your headphones and, do something as you take a listen. So here we go. The first one is the disowned self, the root girl. So automatically what you have someone here is somebody very vulnerable. Somebody who is feeling exposed, not valued, undervalued. They're hiding themselves away because they don't feel like they are good enough. They don't feel worthy, and they are looking for somebody to nourish them. They're looking for outside nourishment, outside acknowledgement when they need to go inwards. You need to go in and explore what parts of you are vulnerable, what parts of you feel that you are unworthy, and you need to start telling yourself that you are a beautiful human being. I've been getting that message a lot lately. There are pathways that are getting ready to open. So there may be some reflective energies that you are still wrapping up and dealing with that may keep resurfacing as you are clearing all this old past energies. You're starting to recognize, where it was, what it was that led up to you feeling this way. It could stem from being exposed to something, or just it's in any event, it's dealing with your inner conflict about, of not being worthy, not being heard, not being seen. It's that kind of feeling that I'm getting with that, but I'm also getting like an exposed feeling, getting very vulnerable feeling. So that may pertain to some of you and may not pertain. All right, so we have the next one is intentionality. Now, I recognize patterns, okay? It's part of what well, it's part of my magic. I recognize patterns, repeat patterns. This is actually in one of my Divine Providence videos, Whispers of the Universe. It's been a while, but it was Eye of the Needle. But as of late, I have been seeing this phrase in repetitive spiritual podcasts that I've been listening to. I'm hearing this repeat over and over again, Eye of the Needle. Interestingly enough, they all give different perspectives and different variations of what it is that they are picking up with it. So if you break this down, it's intention. If you are trying to thread a needle, it can be difficult. It takes really good vision, depending upon how large the opening is of the needle. It can be very difficult even to get, a very thin thread in there. And there are different types of threads. So, there's a lot of different variables involved. So we have intentionality. So it's your intention to thread the eye to get to the point in this matter. In the one that I believe, the Divine Providence, it was also that you cannot, it was concerning a door in Jerusalem, which was called the Eye of the Needle. And I believe it's still there. And what it is, camels, just like going into heaven, you cannot take everything with you because they would not be able to fit through the door with their bags and everything on. And it's the same thing. Your intention is on this earth are here while you're on this physical plane, because you're not going to take it with you. Nothing physical will you take with you. However, your experiences and your expressions you will take with you. And it all boils down to your intentions. What is your intention? What is your intention to, what is it that you want to achieve? So it's the energy of intentionality. It's your energy of what you are going to put forth. And this has something to do with your worth and repairing your worth as well. Your vulnerability. So it could be those energies may be very difficult for you at this time, but with the intention of moving forward, with the intention of healing yourself. Now, with that being said, there were two that dropped, and let me see here what they are. We have Spirit of the River, so that's movement towards adventure, and that is, building up attention, because the river, basically, when water moves, it's knocking against each other. The particles of water are knocking against each other to reflect in the movement, and then it releases as it's going downstream, river, ocean. There's waves. There's all kinds of movement, but this is towards adventure. So once again, I'm getting the opening of doors. So we also have repairing the veil, forgiveness. So I believe that the forgiveness is for yourself and how your reactions or how you perceived yourself, or the forgiveness of allowing what others put upon you to affect your life and your intentions in this life, and to take the thrill of the adventure of this life away from you. So forgiveness is very important to create a harmonious pathway ahead. And once again, I'm getting those doorways. So if you are going to be setting intentions, let the intentionality be forgiveness, so you can start to enjoy the spirit of the river, the movement, the adventure of this life, and the expression of this life. So you do want to get to the root of what is going on with you and in your life, and why you feel vulnerable, why you feel exposed, why you feel unworthy, or those aspects of you're not good enough, or what was it that somebody did to make you feel less than. So that's the kind of energy that you want to resolve before you move forward. So that's the energy that I'm getting. So let's see what the tarot messages are saying. I'll be honest with you, I really didn't have my glasses on when I was laying these down. So let's see. We've got the Star. So you're very optimistic, you're very hopeful. You have been, basically it's also my self-care. So it's reciprocity, it's kindness, it's generosity, but it's a hopeful, it's an optimistic energy. All right. Now it's paired with the Eight of Cups. Now the Eight of Cups suggests that things have to change. You may have to walk away from something. The Eight of Cups is suggesting that you're moving forward and leaving things behind. But in some cases, that was at 11:11. In some cases, it just means that movement is necessary. It doesn't mean that you're going to leave things behind per se, other than what is no longer working for you. But what it could be saying with Spirit, pairing it with hope, is that there is the potential for movement, for action, of moving forward. All right. So if there is an area in your life that has felt stagnant or stale or no success, just know that there is the potential for the energy to shift, to start moving. It comes with your decisions though. All right. So we have the Eight of Coins in reverse. So once again, this is speaking to skills, confidence, the ability, the expertise. However, this is in the reverse. So it's imperfection. It's not, once again, we're going into our self-worth. It's not feeling like you're good enough. You're not achieving the success that you're not where you think you should be, where you're actually exactly where you should be in your blueprint, because you need to resolve things in order to get to the adventure part, to get to the next stage. All right, so the Eight of Coins is in your challenge and it's reversed. So it's taking accountability for your actions. It's taking accountability for your feelings, okay? So we've got the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy, but it's a thought process. And what I'm picking up here, it's bouncing from one ideal to the next ideal to the next ideal. It's a fast-moving energy. It's a creative energy, but it's also serving self. It's not so much directed towards, in this particular read, it's focused on self. And it's fast moving, and it's, with the way I'm picking it up, is that it's like one ideal after the other. It's one creation after the other. It's one seed of thought after the other, is what I'm getting here. And it's like you are like you're putting like 15 things on your plate of ideals that have a lot of potential. Okay, so the next one we've got is Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups speaks to temptations, distractions, illusions. It just is things that are a lot of illusions, ideals, thoughts, just not a lot of, it's emotions. It's not a lot of completions, let's put it that way. It's scattered energy. So with that fast moving energy, it's things not getting done because there's just too much. It could be, for some of you, there's just too much on your plate. You don't feel confident enough in whatever is going on, regardless of whether it's love life, work, family, friends, whatever it is. You don't feel, whatever the situation is arising, that is coming into your energy, you're just feeling like you don't have what it takes to either get that business started or finish that project, or you're starting too many projects at one time, or somebody hurt you in your love life and they cheated on you, and then they came back, you took them back because of whatever reason, and now you just realize that you want more out of life and you just don't feel like you deserve it. There's a lot of mixed energy here in this one read. So I think that's why I'm getting the eye of the needle. It is intentionality and forgiveness. Intentionality, forgiveness, root girl, all of this needs to be addressed so you can get to the spirit of the river, which is movement towards adventure, the fun stuff. We want to get to the fun stuff. We're tired of this going inward, fixing this, fixing that. It's all based on your decisions, These have to be the decisions. Every decision that you make should be with the premise that this is setting your future self up. So you have to envision it. You have to live it in your head. If I make this decision, how do I perceive it going? So, and then you're going to have to live with it. Now, for those who are lacking and feeling unworthy and confident, you need to start with your positive affirmations. You are a beautiful person. You are intelligent. You are wise. You need to retrain your brain. All right? So, for some of you, I do realize that this could be, you're not seeing things. Okay, this is just going, this is 7 of coins in the reverse as well. So where in the upright, it's planting your seeds and waiting for, reaping what you sow, waiting for things that, to take root and to grow, that you plant it. When it's in reverse, it's not happening fast enough. You're not seeing anything come into fruition. And that goes hand in hand with everything that I was just saying about the scattered energy, a lot of ideals, too many illusions, not enough intentionality. You need to thread one needle at a time, okay? Intentionality is really important here, all right? An inner standing of yourself. This is what needs to come about to know exactly what it is that you need to put on your plate in front of you. Everything you do, every decision that you make is opening the doors for your future self, okay? So we've got glasses back on. We've got 10 of Swords in reverse. Got a lot of reversals here. Normally I don't get reversals. So we have 10 of Swords in reverse. In the upright, it's deceit, it's betrayal. In the reverse, it's having a tough time letting it go. It's having a tough time of releasing it. Release is being called for. Release is being called for so you can get that 4 of Wands, that 11-11, that path, that victory path, that path to victory, okay? But you're still, the Page of Wands in reverse, instead of having the momentum to move forward towards your new beginning, towards your new perspective, you're stuck, you're hanging on the old, you're dwelling in that old energy. So what everything is telling me here is that we have an accountability problem, we have a self-worth problem, we have a I'm not good enough problem, we have too many things on the table problem, too many ideals. You're not threading just one needle at a time. There's forgiveness needed, not only of self, of others. It's so you can move on to get to that spirit of the river, the movement towards adventure, to the fun stuff. So we have a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on right now. And I can tell you, I know that this is a timeless read, a collective energy, But I can tell you that this is going to take you not only through January, but it's going to take you through April. And once you get to that point, and you're doing the inner work and coming to that inner standing, you are going to feel the harmony, the peace, the balance. There's going to be a lot of endings, a lot of chaos that may ensue. It may get bumpy because there are things that are going to transpire, because even if you have not made it through this part of the video, you may have it pop up again, because the universe is going to shake you into the right direction. So these are all repeat patterns that you have experienced, but now we're in the time of endings, and this has got to end so you can move forward. So we have on the top, we have the King of Swords. So it's ethics over emotions, or it's the facts. It's dealing with, it's resolving issues. That is mainly what it is. It's collecting the information and resolving issues. It can feel cold at times, but it is data driven, it is logic driven, it is truth driven. So these are the principles that will be applied in order to attain that intentionality, to clear up that root girl, the vulnerability and self-worth, the repairing the veil, which is forgiveness, so you can turn back on and get to that movement of spirit towards the water. All right, so we have the Three of Coins on the bottom, which is building a stronger foundation. It's collaboration, it's learning. So these are the driving principles, the energy that is going to surround you during this time. Now, I understand that this read was not about your love life. If you are looking for a love life or a love read, please feel free to book a private read, 2222 1111. So book a private read at that point, and let's get it personalized just for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I would pull another energy card, but we pulled 4 of them. So I think that's enough for right now. I want to say thank you so very much. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments below. Once again, if you are looking for an extended read for this particular read, when you ask to book for an extended read, you need to let me know which read it was, because I tend not to remember much of anything after I'm finished, okay? So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and I will see you on the next read.